The Empire arrived on a silent morning. No warning shots, no burning cities, no grand invasion fleet. Single silver structure larger than a continent slid into orbit above the Pacific and blocked a clean curve of sunlight from the sea every satellite. Feed caught it, every telescope locked on, every government alert system triggered at once, then every screen on Earth turned white phones. Billboards, cockpit displays, hospital monitors, even old televisions that had not been plugged in for years, flickered. Tu Li-Fei, tall blue figure, appeared beneath a sharp circular emblem. Its black eyes did not blink. Its voice came through every speaker in every language. We are the sovereign empire of 1,000 stars. You have been observed. Your planet is now under imperial claim. Prepared to receive governance. The image vanished. Silence covered the world. Fighter jets scrambled. Submarines armed. Presidents were rushed into secure bunkers. Stock markets froze mid-trade for almost 1 full minute. Humanity held its breath. Then somewhere in a cramped apartment in Manila, a young man started laughing. It was not nervous. It was loud and bright and unstoppable. He recorded himself and posted the clip. They want governance, he said, between laughs. Have they seen our comment sections? Within minutes, the clip went viral. A baker in Cairo filmed herself saluting the sky with a rolling peanut. Mechanic in Texas asked if the empire could finally fix traffic. A teacher in Nairobi asked if alien rule came with student loan forgiveness. Memes spread faster than emergency broadcasts. The imperial symbol became a pizza logo. The blue alien was edited into dance videos. Someone added dramatic music and slow zoom captions. The empire watched from orbit. Inside the silver structure, 12 Imperials stood in a chamber shaped from living metal. Their skin shifted colors with emotion. Confusion rippled through pale blue skin. One counselor studied the data stream. The species is displaying mass hysteria. Another tilted its head. Negative. This is coordinated. Humor is humor a weapon? Asked. A third. Data flooded the chamber. Billions of posts. Remixes, satire, jokes layered upon jokes. An Earthworld leaders gathered through encrypted channels. The president of one major nation leaned forward. If they expect panic, let us disappoint. Thema Prime Minister nodded. They think we are divided. We are divided, said another leader. Yes, said the president, but not about survival. A decision formed quickly. The empire sent a second message. You will assemble representatives at the coordinates provided. Compliance ensures minimal disruption. The coordinates pointed to a vast plain in East Africa. The empire expected trembling officials. Instead, thousands of civilians arrived. They brought folding chairs, food trucks, portable speakers, flags from every nation. Someone built a stage. Musicians tuned guitars. Children ran between rows of seats. Vendors sold shirts that read "Welcome to Earth." A silver shuttle descended at noon. 3 Imperials stepped onto the stage. The crowd grew quiet. Cameras streamed the moment worldwide. The tallest Imperial spoke. Kneel and accept stewardship. For 3 seconds, there was nothing. Then a child near the front raised her hand. Do you have snacks? Laughter rolled across the plain like thunder. The Imperials stiffened. This is not a negotiation. Your species lacks unified governance. Your conflicts threaten nearby systems. We will impose order. A man in jeans stepped forward, holding a microphone. He bowed politely. Quick question, he said. Did you study our history? We analyzed your wars and inefficiencies. Then you know telling 8 billion stubborn humans that you will impose order is ambitious. More laughter on the silver structure. Imperial analysts ran probability models. Projected compliance was dropping rapidly. The man continued. You came with one ship. One vessel is sufficient, said the tall aliena. Deep vibration answered from the horizon. Massive hangar doors opened in the distance. Had looked like agricultural complexes unfolded into launch areas. From beneath ocean platforms rose sleek human craft. From behind lunar craters emerged more ships. They were not elegant, they were mismatched and practical. Built by rival nations in secret competition, now they moved together on the plain. The crowd quieted. The man gestured toward the sky. We have been listening for decades. When we caught your expansion signals, we prepared. We argued about budgets, we competed, but we built the tallest. Imperial stared upward. Our scans detected no fleet of this scale. You scanned what we allowed you to see, the man replied. In orbit, human ships, locked targeting systems, not to fire, only to demonstrate. Reach. The child raised her hand against. Are we kneeling, or are you even some of the soldiers? Laughed Imperial. Skin shifted toward a deep, unsettled violet. In the council chamber, debate flared. They concealed strategic assets, they coordinated globally. They allowed us to underestimate them. Back on the plane, the tall alien spoke carefully. Possess defensive capacity equal to preliminary Imperial force. As we do, the man answered. And we do not want war. Why? Laughter asked the alien. Because fear gives power, the man said. Laughter takes it back. Silence hung in the air. Humans watched. Imperials calculated. The Empire attacked. Victory was possible, but costly. Human defenses were layered, their strategies unpredictable, their psychology unstable, yet unified under threat. The tall alien lowered its hand. Direct governance is suspended. Murmur swept through the crowd. Proposal, diplomatic exchange, mutual observation. Conditional alliance. The man smiled. Now you are talking, the child called out. Do alliances come with snacks? A strange sound escaped the tall alien, rough, unsteady, almost like laughter. The crowd reacted with delighted surprise. Months passed. The silver structure remained in orbit, not as an executioner, but as a station human. Scientists walked its corridors in borrowed suits. Imperial scholars toured cities filled with color and noise. They struggled with sarcasm. They analyzed comedy like mathematics. They attended concerts and felt vibrations in their bones. Imperials discovered that humans hid resilience inside absurdity. Humans learned the Empire valued strength, but respected defiance. Joint projects began. Energy exchanges, medical research, deep space mapping. The Empire admitted privately that their initial plan had assumed easy submission. Humanity admitted privately that fear had been very real, but fear had been met with humor years later. Children studied the day the Empire arrived. They watched archived footage of the first speech, the white screens, the plane filled with chairs. They saw the moment human ships rose from oceans and shadows. They heard the wave of laughter. Teachers asked why no one had collapsed into panic. The answer was layered. Humans had survived ice ages, plagues, world wars, economic collapse, internal chaos. They had built cities below sea level and farms in deserts. They had argued over everything imaginable, but when faced with a voice claiming ownership of their sky, they had chosen something unexpected. They had chosen to stand shoulder to shoulder. They revealed quiet strength, and they had laughed. The Empire never forgot that sounding. Future encounters with other species, Imperial envoys, adjusted their approach. They no longer opened with demands. They opened with questions. Somewhere in the Imperial archives, a recording remained classified as instructive. A field of humans beneath an alien sky. A child asking about Snacksea fleet rising in silent formation. A world that answered conquest not with surrender, but with unstoppable, fearless laughter. Asterisk.